welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I got this look here. This is prom inspired. Can't get my words out per usual. And this is going to be my first tutorial for prom season. I'm also going to be bringing out another one that's going to be a little more glam, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm not gonna do too much talking, but if y'all want to see how I got this look, make sure you keep on watching the video and make sure you give me a big thumbs up. And if you decide to recreate the look, go ahead and tag me on Instagram, on Twitter. Let me know. I like to see how it comes out. And with no further ado, let's get right into the video. So let's get started. I already primed my eyelid with my LA Girl concealer, and I'm just setting it with the Sacha Buttercup powder just so I can get an even base. Now I'm going to take Aina and Zulu from the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette. I'm using my Morphe M504 brush to blend that in my transition. If you follow me on Snapchat, I did post about this brush and said that it was probably the best blending brush that I've ever used. And I still do believe that I'll probably buy more of these just for my kit. I really love this brush. I'll put the link down below. So now I'm going into my Morphe 35P palette, and I'm using that plum shade there to pop right under that transition color, because remember, we want to do the gradient thing. So we're going to go from lightest to darkest, and I'm still using that M504 brush to blend that in. Next, I want to take another Morphe brush. I forgot the name, but I'll put it in the description bar below. I'm mixing those two dark browns from the Morphe 35P palette, and I'm popping that right under the cranberry shade. Going into my Jackie Aina J Gloww palette, obviously I really like that shade. I'm taking that brown and I want to pop that underneath. I found that this was kind of pointless. You really could have stayed with just those first two browns, but whatever. Then I'm going to take that black shade from an Urban Decay palette that I have. It's called Blackout. I'll put the name of the palette down below, and I want to pop that underneath. Again, this was pointless. But I guess I was just trying to add more depth into it. I don't know, whatever. If you decide to not do all those shadows, that's fine. I'm sure it'll still work. So now I'm using Beautiful Bronze from LA Girl to carve out my crease. And if you would like to see a more detailed video on this, I believe I went a little slower in my Saharan palette tutorial, so I will link that down below. Next, I'm going to set that with Sacha Buttercup powder just to make sure the concealer doesn't crease or budge. Going back to the star of the show, obviously, my 35P palette, I'm going to take that, is it taupe or mauve? It's more of a mauve, sorry, shade, and I want to pop that in on my eyelid using a combination of my Coastal Scents shading brush and also a small Morphe. I want to say this is the Morphe 104. I'm not sure. I'll link that down below. And then I want to mix those two shades that I'm pointing to just to lighten up the lid a tad bit, so it'll be about a shade lighter. Also pointless. Now I'm taking my Wet n Wild waterproof eyeliner. It's good to use waterproof because it's prom, so you might cry, you never know. I want to use that, and I want to do my wing. And the lashes that I use will be in the description bar. I got them from eBay, so make sure you check that out. I'm going to use my Rimmel Fix and Perfect Pro Primer. This primer gives you a nice photo finish while it minimizes pores, and it also gives you a mattifying finish. You can also opt to use an HD primer, which is better for photo taking. So now I'm going to use the Becca Ever Matte Primer in my T-zone, aka my nose, because I get really oily there and we want our makeup to last and look very matte. I'm having some trouble getting that concealer out, but I'm going to go ahead and color correct with the LA Girl color corrector. This is the orange concealer, and I'm going to color correct because we want a flawless foundation application. We don't want any marks showing through our foundation. This is prom, we have to look flawless. So I'm going to go ahead and cover up all those dark marks, which is almost my whole face, and I'm going to blend that in with this brush. Now I'm taking my black opal loose powder in 05 Deep, and I'm going to go and set my smile lines, just because you don't want that area creasing underneath your foundation. That's going to leave some ugly lines. So yeah, set that before foundation application. And you want to moisturize your lips because you don't want to be kissing or talking in anybody's face with dry, chapped lips. Y'all already know I have to go with my go-to. This is the Black Opal True Complexion foundation stick, and I'm using Black Walnut. I want to try to find a new go-to foundation. I really am. I'm really going to try. And of course, I blended that in, and I use my LA Girl concealers because they are HD, which makes it great for photo taking, and it looks great under lighting. I want to blend that in. I use the colors Beautiful Bronze and Fawn, of course, and I will also put the link to my updated highlight, foundation, and contour routine down below. Going back into that Masquerade palette, I'm taking the shade Giza, which is like a pretty champagne color. I'm going to use that to highlight because it is such a pretty cool tone color, and the whole look is cool tone, so I want to place that all over my face. For this night, there's never such thing as too much highlight, so you want to go and shine bright like a diamond. As you can see, I'm doing hair now, and I got excited. So now I'm going to take this black liner from Wet n Wild, and I'm just going to line my waterline, and I am going to go and set that with a pencil brush, and I'm using that same blackout shadow. You want to set this because it's going to help with creasing, and it's also going to help with sweating, crying, any type of perspiration. I'm using the Maybelline Big Shot mascara to add some drama to these bottom lashes, because you can't forget about those. Set my makeup in place. I'm using my Wet n Wild Photo Fix setting spray. This is my favorite drugstore setting spray ever. And I'm using my Mario Badescu rose water spray to add some dewiness to my makeup. So I'm going to douse myself in that and then let that dry. I'm taking my Wet n Wild brown liner. This is Simma Brown now. And I'm lining my lips. This is key if you are a dark-skinned woman and you are wanting to wear a light lip color. You must pair it with a brown liner. And the lip color I'm going with today is the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lipstick, and this is Kapow. And I'm just going to go in and keep tweaking the liner and the lipstick until I get it the way I would like it.